The language of our identity in Christ is highly effective in our evangelization. People in general, but those especially who are heartbroken in a different situation, they need a language full of honesty and kindness, love, respect, in order to be able to find a reliable source to solve their problems and hardship. There is no any religion and ideology in the world but the faith in Christ that shows such a language with living human examples that can express this language to people in order to create confidence in people so that they can weigh and taste, and then they put their trust in. People need to see examples. People need to taste the fruit of food in order to become interested in that fruit, because they need examples. But no other religion and ideology shows this example. I have come face to face with many followers of other religions and ideologies in streets in some cities in the world. Some of them came to me and wanted to talk about God, about the future, or various things. One of them was a Shinto missionary, a Shinto preacher, who approached me and asked me whether I was interested in listening to him. He wanted to speak about future. I told him, I am perfectly ready to listen to you. But can I ask you a question before you start? He said, yeah. So I asked him whether he himself knew about his own future and had confidence in it. He paused a little bit deeply and then told me no. I was really surprised and stared at his face and told him, so you don't know about your future? You don't have any confidence about your future? And that confidence hasn't created any joy in your heart? And so you're not able to come with that confidence and joy to me, for me to read that confidence from your words and from your face, from your attitudes, and be happily ready to listen to you and weigh about your words. Isn't it good for you to know about your future first and then come to me? He said, yeah, it is good. I said, well, you're in a good place with a person who knows about his future, and he has a complete confidence about his future, and his present life is the reflection of that bright and perfect future. His heart is full of joy, and he has a rational reason to prove to you why that life in the future is bright, and why that life in the future is experienced by me just really, and I am full of joy. And he was just looking at my face, speechless, and then stretched his hand and wanted to say goodbye and leave. But I told him, no, please stay here. We are going to have creative conversation here. But he was confused. He was surprised. He saw something unexpected. He came face to face with a powerful logical question that if you want to speak about your ideology or your belief, your religion, You need to give a living example in order to gain trust, to draw attention. But he didn't have it. And so that lack of confidence did not allow him to stay there. And he left. Isn't it shocking that a preacher, a missionary of a religion, cannot give you a living example of his religion so that you can listen to him with open mind and heart? That's why it becomes so powerful if we clothe ourselves with the identity of Christ and allow the language of that identity to walk with us to the mission field, reach out to other people and put impact on them. Our identity in Christ is so mighty and powerful. And it has different aspects. I'm just going to rely on two aspects of it: our individual identity in Christ and also our family identity. All of us know that Jesus taught us a lot about our individual identity. I possibly focus on one of them. He taught us that how to light the lamp in our heart, how to allow his light to be established in our heart and then put it on a stand so that people can see it and people can weigh it and judge about it and see whether it is relevant to their pains, to their brokenness, whether it is a solution for their salvation. And it is after that they are going to open themselves for a creative conversation and also for having relationship and friendship with Jesus. The individual identity in Christ is amazing and so powerful. I have experienced that myself. When my relationship with Christian started, I saw amazing things from their behaviors. They were very loving, kind, honest, caring, sacrificial people. I really saw the real freedom in their lives. I never heard any swear word or a curse word from them. That was very strange to me, coming from an Islamic background. Their yes was yes. Their no was no. There was no any swearing behind yes or no, because they believed that I had a conscience. I need to rely on my conscience and weigh their attitudes, their words, and everything else. We Muslims call them infidels with those beautiful characteristics, but these infidels amazed me with their behaviors. And I said to myself, if this is infidelity, I need to be infidel. That was the impact of their individual identity in Jesus Christ. Our family identity is also powerful in Jesus Christ when we need to really allow it to be known to people, because many people are coming from broken families, cruel families, crushed under the difficult rules and principles of their families. They need to see the families of Christ, the values of those families, to be amazed and to open themselves to Christ thereby. The kind of family that Jesus Christ has and the gospel is manifesting, it's just amazing. No religion and ideology is able to show such a family. No other ideologies and religions. I'm serious about that. Socialism is based on accident. Accident doesn't know what commitment is. The doctrine says husbands and wives have come to one another just through accident. They can leave accidentally. They don't know what is commitment. Humanism that is based on human desire, individual desires, doesn't know what is commitment. If your doctrine is saying that you need to base your belief on your individual desire, that is not going to allow you to understand commitment, family commitment. Islam, you may have heard, that allows the most righteous Muslim to beat his wife and even lock in a room until she dies. That's what is written in the Quran. And you put your fingers on any other religion or ideology in the world. Either the doctrine directly tells you discriminate against the family member, or you can extract discrimination from the dualistic nature of the religion or their gods. But the family in the gospel is not like that. Husband and wife become one, and they unite with such an intimacy that they become one. They plan as one. They implement as one, and they harvest as one. Nothing can separate them, because before that unity they have studied, they have read it. Yeah, this is the way we need to unite with each other. No separating agent can come in between and separate them from one another, because they have come together through the mighty God. They are connected to one another with God, who loves unity, who loves unconditional love. There is no such a family in any other beliefs and religions. This is our identity. When we clothe ourselves with that identity in Christ and take that identity with ourselves in our outreach to people, it's really going to amaze them and greatly influence them and pave the ground for them to meet Jesus. Our identity has a lot of other aspects. They are amazing. Our leadership, our management in Christ, our social values, our social ethic, our work ethic are all amazing. They are so influential when we manifest them through our evangelism, through our outreach. But I'm going to stop here and say goodbye to you. Thanks for watching.